it's extremely easy to get stuck in the same loop of repeated emotion and energies in your body. Basically, what I mean is that if you feel like you're going through the exact same situations, or you're going through meeting the exact same people but in different bodies, in different environments, it's there for a reason. First of all, you can look at it in two ways. You can look at it from a spiritual standpoint, where the quote-unquote universe/God is giving you different instances to pinpoint exactly what you need to work on, and until you get it, it's going to keep happening, right? And therefore you need to catch yourself in those moments and consciously be present with the trigger and realize what exactly is it trying to tell you, right? Because it's whatever is happening in front of you, whatever is triggering you in a specific way, for better or the worse, usually the worse, is just mirroring the pain that you already have within you. And like they say, pain is the best teacher. And I never really understood what that phrase really means until I realized that whatever causes you suffering is something that still has the control over you internally. And if something has control over you internally, it's just going to keep causing you suffering, right? So that's the first way to look at it from the spiritual standpoint. The second way you can look at it is just purely from psychological standpoint. Is it's basically the same coin but on the other side. If you feel like you're going through the same situations over and over and over again, it's because it's mirroring something to you, right? But it's just because you have a trigger within you that is suppressed, something you haven't looked at internally, and psychologically it's just sitting there waiting to be unraveled so that you can take a look at it, right? So whatever way you want to look at it, basically it's there. So in order to break out of the cycle of going through the same situations or keep meeting the same people, like, you know, for example, I've met a lot of quote-unquote empaths, people who went through trauma, and they're very pathetic, they're very kind, they're very easy to take advantage of. They very often meet people who take advantage of them, meet people who don't treat them well on purpose. But for some reason, they decide to see the better side of those people because it's in their nature, right? Because it makes them feel safe. Because if that person is happy, then the empath is happy too. But the reality is, when these things happen, like if you're with somebody who triggers the same emotions within you and it keeps bothering you and you're aware it's bothering you, this is a very clear sign you need to start to become more mindful on a day-to-day basis and moment-to-moment basis, right? So try to become more present in general. You can practice being present in many different ways, through a sport, through meditation, through drawing, through listening to music, through moving, right? Something that brings you to this moment where you're outside of your head and you're consciously in the moment, right? The more you do this, the easier it's going to become for you to absorb and realize what's going on within you when the triggers happen. And when they happen is when you can do the real reprogramming. And I already made a video on it, so go ahead and watch that if you're interested. And thanks for watching.